Hail and welcome back to the channel. Today, page 5 of the Void manga has just been released. Let us begin. So, judging by a change of format, I'm going to be using the webcam for more often, as I use this for my other channel, DalaGG, and it just makes more sense to speak that way. So, as you well know, page 5 of Void has just come out. You can read this on the website if you so wish. However, if we go down and we have a nice little gander at how everything is going about, we have the starting of the page 1 where it starts off with the beginning of Void and it makes our way down to where we last were. So this was actually explaining where Andrel was. Andrel has just been killed and he has now just been sent to Zeros, which is the realm of undeath, and therefore a skeleton has just approached him. Unbeknownst to him, this skeleton is amply named Szeth. Szeth is actually somewhat of a pinnacle figure going forward. Andrel will not know this as of yet. However, I don't want to give away everything, but Szeth will play a bit more of a bigger part moving forward within the story. As you well know, Szeth has offered him a gift, and it ended the last page with, "And what is this gift?" If we actually move down to page number 5, which just has been released, Szeth then is offering him a choice, if anything. This goes inside with the game, as Szeth actually does explain this to Andrel within the game as well, and thus that's what I want to portray with the game as a whole, as it was originally an actual story written down, and now it's been turned into a game, and we're turning it into the manga, so I want it to be the same story on basically 3 different medias. However, the portrayal needs to be kind of exact when it comes towards how the world is portrayed moving forward while we build out the lore. It does end the actual scene with the addition of 3 of the bosses within the game, which I do really love so much. Obviously, the watermark is covering some of them. However, if you do have the game, I have just updated this, so you can read this without the watermark. However, if not, then you can read it on the website for free with the watermark. That being said, if you have played the game already, then this obviously is Osberoth, Zorbros, and Quillan. He is basically describing the trials in which Andrel will undergo in order to resurrect his soul using Shadow Essence. I'll get onto Shadow Essence a bit later on in upcoming videos, as I'm planning out a massive schedule when it comes towards the lore as a whole of the Void universe. This is the last page, and the next page is already underway to be developed and will kick off the adventure, so to speak, of Andrel's initial storyline. That being said, I'm really happy with this. It looks so cool. I love Zorbros. He looks so cool and everything like that. Sorry, I couldn't actually contain myself for a second. It's amazing how an idea goes from one idea to a concept, to a game, then to the manga, and then eventually, well, obviously at the moment we do have some lore on them because I already did it last year. But it's really cool to see all these characters just fleshing out as each week passes by, and I can't be happier than that. Moving on with that, I am going to focus more on the, on more of the essence based. I want to explain the magic system first. I'm just fleshing out all of the runes and everything to go alongside all of that, so I can portray it properly and how I want it to be. Sorry, I am being a bit of a perfectionist over it, but I want it to be exact, and it just makes more sense to lay the foundations properly instead of rushing them. That being said, hopefully you guys have a nice read of the manga if you haven't already, and enjoy page number 5, where once page number 6 is done, I'll be sure to give you an update on that. Feel free to see that this format will go forward. And other than that, have an awesome rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.